The seller wanted my buyers to assume a solar lease without knowing any of the terms. Heck no, that's not going to happen. So let me give you some background. I have active military clients. They're stationed over at Fort Dix. And we found the perfect home for them. We're going through, everything checks all the boxes. And keep in mind, there's no solar panels on the roof. We submit an offer. 1 day goes by, no response. 2 days goes by, no response. On the third day, I reached out to the broker. Say, hey, haven't heard from your realtor. Is everything okay? No response. So I find this realtor's Zillow page and I see other people who he works with. So I reach out to them. One of them responds, but she was very angry that I bothered her. Awesome. And then about 5 hours later, I get a call from his assistant. His assistant said that he has been in Punta Cana for 2 months. That's pretty nice. And he won't be back anytime soon. And that the home is also under contract. It has been in attorney review for 3 weeks. That's a long time. It's usually 3 business days, not 3 business weeks. But I'm like, okay, what's the holdup? So apparently the buyer's attorney during that time went on vacation also. And then he came back and he had a stroke. So no one had heard from the buyers, the original buyers. So I was like, okay, great. Where do we go from here? And she said, okay, we'll terminate that contract and accept your buyer's offer. So I say, awesome. Can you send over the seller's disclosure? We'll get a contract written up and we'll go from there. She sends it over, and the first page of it says, it has a solar company name at the top with information. And I said, oh, that's weird. This might not be for the right house, this disclosure. And she said, no, it is. And I said, well, there's not solar panels. And she said, yeah, there are. And I said, have you been to the house? I was there 3 days ago. And she said, no. And I said, okay, well, there's not solar. And a few hours go by and she says, oh, yeah, the seller took the solar off and she's just paying the lease. I was like, okay, does she know the terms? And she said, no. And I was like, okay, we're not going to sign a contract without knowing solar terms, because some of them can have PPAs or leases that are like $300 a month, $400 a month. We're not going to sign up for that without knowing it first, right? So go back and forth, and this now is going on for a week. And turns out they never terminated the contract with the other buyers. And then my clients had a really bad taste in their mouth because they're like, solar is okay. It works in some cases. And this is their opinion, not mine. But they're like, we're not going to be misled. We don't know how many years are left. We don't know the total payoff. We don't know the monthly payment. So I was like, yeah, I don't blame you guys. So I end up going to an open house, fall in love with it. And at the time of this recording, we are in attorney review business day 3 for that house. Their offer was accepted, which is awesome. And I get a text last night with the assistant saying, hey, we're going to cancel that contract with the other buyers if you're still interested. Say, fortunately, not interested anymore. And then she starts cursing me out, saying how I dragged them along. And I just responded, okay. But I dragged them along. They dragged me along. They've been under contract for almost a month at this point with someone else. Ugh. Anyway, it's not all like you see on TV. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, you might like this one right up here. Don't forget to subscribe.